Good morning, welcome to the channel. As you can see from the date on my iPad, it's Thursday the 5th of March. We're mid-auction at the moment. We've been watching and bidding on cars this morning, or rather this afternoon. I just wanted to do this quick video just to say that there are a few you're going to see on this video, and we're going to be starting off with a white 64 plate Abarth that I bid on last week, which was in, sorry, was it this week? No, Monday I think it was, which was in Edinburgh, bearing in mind that I'm in South London, northwest Kent. So you'll see the bidding on that first after I've stopped waffling here, and then there's some more. There's an Abarth, there's a Sport, there's a couple of lounges also that I'm bidding on. Did I win them? Did I get them? Have I got them yet? Have I even finished them? As you know, I turn them around quite quickly sometimes. So without further waffling, we'll get you straight into the biddings. So this first one you'll see was at the beginning of this week. And I hope you enjoy watching. And don't forget my channel, Love 500, no ads, completely ad free. So enjoy. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. This car you can see on screen here now, as you can see, is a 2014 595 Abarth Turismo. It's up for auction today, and we don't really know what it's going to go for. Only one problem: it's in Whitburn, which is in Edinburgh, and and I'm obviously in the other end of the country in South London. So this is a Cat S. It's only done 10,000 miles. It was up previously, and it had a buy now for 2,650, which I ignored, basically because it was the other end of the country. I got some quotes on Shipley, and I can get it here for around 320. So it sold. It's on a minimum bid, so that means the seller, we obviously got a reserve in mind. If it doesn't sell for that, then they don't let you have it. So it was up for sale once. And it sold. I missed the auction, so I didn't see what it went for. But it's back. It did have a buy now there of 2,800 when it came back, and then that for some reason has disappeared. It's 11:15 at the moment. It says live auction in progress. It's not actually. It doesn't start till midday, but it's been at 1,450 for quite some time, so it may not go. So let's flick through the pictures. So as we can see, front low damage. So it's probably going to need a front panel, it's going to need a radiator, it's going to need the turbo pipes at the bottom, and so on. Obviously the bumper bits and pieces. I think the bonnet is okay. At the back, there's nothing at the back at all. Nothing that side at all. Nice red leather. Obviously all the airbags have gone. Or say all. The dash airbag, knee airbag, and driver's airbag, the usual ones that have gone. That's easy enough to replace. Seatbelts probably have gone, we'll see. Bit difficult to tell. The front panel at the top looks okay. Bit difficult to tell, but I would imagine it's going to be dented down the bottom there somewhere. Probably going to be not dented but bent, so it would probably need replacing. Only done 10,000 miles. Obviously needs a new windscreen. The bonnet looks okay. Needs a mirror, obviously windscreen. So that's it basically. So yeah. So the reason I'm filming this now is because I'm going to have a bid on it, see what happens. If I can get it for anywhere around 2 grand, I'll be pleased. As I can get it here for 300 quid, just about. So it's a Turismo. So yeah, Cat S, 10,000 miles. What more can I say? That's about it really. So we'll see what happens. So one thing I forgot to say, which is a good tip when you're looking to buy cars on Copart, when you look at the interior of the car, have a good look round, see what you can see. If you'll see just there, that's the handbook. The red Abarth fake leather handbook. So in there, with a bit of luck, is the service history and all the manuals. That's often where they're kept. Sometimes you find them in the boot, sometimes you'll find them in the seat pocket at the back of the passenger seat, various places. But have a look around the pictures and you'll often see that. Also with keys, they tend to hang, I can't see it on this picture, they tend to hang the keys from the rearview mirror. Don't know if we can see it on any of these pictures, I don't think we can. No. And then you can see whether it's got the remote key or the non-remote key. Can't see it on that one. I also noticed a few minutes ago that I said it needs a new windscreen 3 times. It only needs 1 windscreen, not 3 windscreens. So yeah, so it's now, actually it's later than I said it was before. It's at 11:43 now. So the auction starts in 17 minutes time, still at 1,450. So we're gonna have a bid, see what we can get it for. It says estimated retail value there 9,300. Sounds about right, I suppose, for a 14 plate. So yeah, we'll come back. I won't be able to film the bidding because I will actually be leaving for work. It's number 37, so it's probably going to be half an hour, 45 minutes into the auction. I'm actually leaving for work at 12:15, so I'm going to have to either pull over and bid sitting in the car or wait until I get to work, so I won't be able to film it. But hopefully I'll win, we'll see. And we'll come back. Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be bidding on 2 or 3 cars on Copart. Obviously at this stage I don't know whether I'm going to win any or all of them. Auction starts, it's 10:35 at the moment. Auction starts at midday today. It's the 5th of March today. So I'm just going to quickly show you the cars, and then obviously you'll never see this if I don't win them, but I'll show you what the cars are. So the first one, as you may have known, I bought an Abarth a few months ago, which was a non-runner with no keys. Big problems with it. Managed to get it all done, drove around it for a few weeks, then I sold it. It was always the intention to sell it. I really enjoyed it when I had it, so I'm looking for another one to keep this time. Really want a facelift. The other one was a 15 plate, so it was a pre-facelift. This one, I'm after a facelift now, and this one is a facelift. So as you can see, it's got a little bit of damage. I'm trying to do this one-handed. I can't swipe. A little bit of damage. Let's use the other hand, that's better. A little bit of damage down the side there on the door. Probably wouldn't need to replace the door, it can probably be repaired. Pretty clean inside. This is an 18 plate, it's a stolen recovered. It looks like, I think the listing says there's keys with it, and then in the other information it says there's no keys to start the car. So I'm imagining the ignition lock has been changed at some point by whoever stole it. So yeah, so it's coming with no keys that can start the car, so could be a bit of an issue. Bit of curbing on one of the wheels there, so that's the damage. That's pretty much it really, apart from a little dent on the other side. So that, I don't think there's any point in placing the door. That could be repaired by a body shop for 100 quid or so. So it looks like what they've tried to do there is grind off, or they've started to grind off the VIN number. So if I win it, I'll have to do something with that, whether I can get a new plate made up with a VIN number, which I can then either spot weld or rivet in place. But they've obviously started that end, managed to do it, and it was obviously too much like hard work, so they got bored doing it by the looks of things. You can just about read it, and I've checked it with the VIN number on the listing, and it looks like it matches. So that's not like the replacement VIN number that they've put on to try and disguise it, that's the original. Okay, at the back, it's got a 14 plate on the back. That's obviously the false plates they put on it. Of course, if you know anything about Fiat 500s, you'll know that there's a facelift model, which wasn't around in 2014. So, yeah, they didn't do their research very well. It's an automatic, which didn't particularly want an automatic, but if I can get this at a decent price, I'll have it. So obviously it's got the new stereo in it. So that's about it on that one really. So price wise, it's been around the £4,000 mark for the last few days. At the moment it's on 4,800 and it's in Wolverhampton. I'm, as you know, in South London, northwest Kent, so Wolverhampton's only just the other side of Birmingham, so it's not an issue. There was one I was bidding on the other day, which was a 64 plate, which was in Edinburgh. I managed to get a quote for £320-ish to get it down to me. It's been on 2 or 3 times and it never reaches reserve. My highest bid was 2,100 and it went for 2,150. Yesterday I had an email from Copart telling me that I could have it for 2,100. I decided to decline it because I've got that ship has sailed now. I'm looking at others. So yeah, so that's the one I'm going to be bidding on today. That's lot number 83. So that'll be probably an hour into the auction, I would imagine, something like that. Then we've got another one which I'm hoping to get. Possibly there's an S up here. This one's been on before. I missed the bidding on it before, so I don't know what it went for. Incidentally, the Abarth is pure sale, so there's no reserve on that. Whatever it goes for, it goes for. We'll just go back to that one quickly. So at the moment, that is on, where are we, 4,800. I'm probably going to bid maximum 6.5 for it. So we'll see. Obviously, there's fees to add on to that, and then I've got to get it here, but 6.5, probably get it to my front door for 7. So, or thereabouts. So I think that's good price if I can get that. Hopefully it won't go that high, and I might be a coward and not go that high, but we'll see. I'm certainly not going any higher than 6.5. So going back to the Sport, so I was watching this one the other day. This one is on reserve, minimum bid, reserve, it's the same sort of thing. This one's unrecorded, as is the Abarth, I believe. That's unrecorded. It's got some damage to the wheel arch and the door. That's the main damage. 63 plate. Looks okay at the front. Looks okay at the back. So that side, so you can see the rear quarter's got damage plus the door. I'd estimate that £300 at the most to repair that. So it went before. Obviously didn't reach the minimum price. There's no front damage. 47,000 miles. There are a couple of airbags gone when I get to the picture somewhere. If you can see on that. I know there's a picture of airbags somewhere on here. I must have missed it. Let me see if I can find it again. Talk amongst yourselves while I'm scrolling through. Here we go. Yeah, so seat airbag's gone on there, and also the curtain airbag. I've got a curtain airbag. I've probably even got a seat airbag, so I could put an airbag in, get it sewn up, or have a go at sewing it up myself. Or I could just get a new seat. There aren't any available on eBay at the moment, but you often get a full set of seats for 150 quid. So, yeah, whichever. I could do either, really. The airbag ECU will not need to be taken out and reset for those. As long as there's no crash data, which there normally isn't for a side impact. It's normally only on a front impact from experience. So once those have been replaced, you can just clear the codes and you're good to go. The lights will go off. So yeah, that's that one. So that's currently at 1,200. I missed it by about the end of the auction by about a minute last time, so I don't actually know what it went for. So I reckon probably maximum £2,000 for that one. But yeah, we'll see. So that's lot number 170. So that'll be a couple of hours in. So that one's at Newbury, which I bought for many times before. There's another one at Newbury, which is number 220. So the Sport will come first. Then there's this. Now this is an interesting concept, this one. As you can see, it's a red, again unrecorded, 210 Sport. So there's no actual damage to it. So if we scroll through the pictures, you can see there's not actually anything wrong with it. There might be some minor dents and scratches on it, but the seats, you wait till you see the back seats, are absolutely rotten. I think I've probably seen worse, but there you go. Mould, God knows what. I dread to think. You can see on the carpet there's mould as well. I dread to think what it is. The engine was very, very dirty. Now we've got a mileage discrepancy on this. So it reads 136,000. If you have a look at the MOT history for this car, which I know a lot of people do, I certainly do when I see these, RO60 DMZ, you'll see that 3 years ago maybe it jumped from 70 something. The next one on the MOT was unreadable, and then it went to 130,000. So what it appears has happened when it was unreadable is that someone has put the speedo obviously broke, someone's put a new one in with a high mileage, and of course you can't go down on the mileage, you can only go up, so they've done it on the cheap. bought the cheapest one they could with the high mileage and just stuck it in and forgot about it. So the last 2 MOTs have gone up based on that 130 odd thousand miles, which isn't ideal. So I think what we do, if I manage to win this one, if the car itself is okay, I reckon it's probably done somewhere between 95 and 100,000. So I will get a speedo with a lower mileage, try and guesstimate what that is, going by the MOTs. If it's the same owner, the amount of miles that they've done each year, which isn't a great deal, looking at the MOT history, and we'll sort of try and guesstimate what the mileage is. May be able to interrogate the body computer, which may give us a clue. Sometimes you can work out from that when service tokens were reset and so on. It sometimes tells you the mileage. So yeah, so it's a manual. It's got those horrible seats, but it depends what it's like. I mean, bodywork wise, from there it looks okay. Bit difficult to tell, but we'll give it a go. So that at the moment is only at 425 quid. So if I can get that for around the £900 mark, I'll be well happy. So there is another one as well, which I'm looking at, which is a pop. That's at 625 at the moment. Really, really green. I'm not going to show you it in detail. Really, really green. That's doesn't say what the mileage is on there, so it doesn't run and drive. It's got keys, I think. Yeah, there's keys, but obviously it don't start for some reason, doesn't switch on for some reason, could be a flat. And so, yeah, so what we're going to do is may bid on that, possibly. That's at Sandwich, which is not too far away. I'm going to start off with the Abarth, which I think is going to come first. Then the Sport will come, and that's 220 at the same one at Newbury, so that'll be afterwards. So yeah, they're the one. There is another one as well, but I'm watching another lounge. There's a few today that I'm watching. There's another one down here which is only £100. Only done 33,000 miles, again at Newbury. Front end. Additional info, windscreen damage, so that's nothing new. Yeah, so we'll have a look at that as well. So there's quite a few today. So I'm hoping that I can get the Abarth, plus at least one other. Who knows, maybe even 2. Don't know where I'm going to put them, but there you go. We worry about that when the time comes. So yeah, so I'll be back come 12 o'clock when it starts, and we'll see what prices they're at the moment. I'm expecting I probably won't get the Abarth, but you never know. It's worth a go. It's quite a nice one. So it's a 2018 one. It's only done 11,000 miles. Didn't particularly want a white one. Didn't particularly want an automatic, but if I can get it for a good price, it'll be worth it. Even if I kept it for a few months until I found a different one. But yeah, that'll be the first one I'm bidding on, and we'll come back when that's coming up for sale. Or we'll come back at 12 o'clock when it starts and see if the values have gone up, the bidding amounts have gone up since now. So it's 11:15 now, so we've got an hour and a quarter till it starts. So we'll be back at midday. It's not 12 o'clock yet. It's only 20 minutes later, but I was just having a look through some of these other ones that are up today, and I thought I'd come back to this one that I briefly mentioned. So I've done an MOT history check on it. Mileage is genuine. It's 30 something, I think it was. So just have a quick brief look through these pictures. So as you can see, frontal damage there. It's a Cat S, this one. Going by the damage, I reckon the point of impact is sort of there. So I reckon it's probably missed the chassis legs. Certainly from swaying them, it's not an issue if a tip has tipped over a little bit. That's not an issue at all, but it probably looks worse than it is. Obviously it's going to need a front panel, probably radiator, probably condenser. Has it got a condenser? It might be a poplar, actually, I'm not quite sure. As you can see through the windscreen, airbags have gone. So wings, I think both wings are okay. Both wings look okay. Bonnet needs replacing, obviously bumper, headlights gonna have gone. And looks okay at the back. It's got horrible wheels trims on it, they can go. Yeah, it's a pop, isn't it? Yeah, just realised. So no aircon, I don't suppose. It's got those beautiful red seats that I can't stand, but some people seem to like. So yeah, all the airbags have gone. Good thing about that is I have a full set. I have a dash, I have all the airbags taken out of the last one that I broke up. So, and they're taking up space in my garage, so it'd be good to get a shot of those. So this would be an ideal car. Yeah, back to the front again, really. 33,000 miles. Obviously airbag lights are on, not a problem. Not much else to show you. Smashed windscreen. That's about it really. So yeah, so that one is up, and as you can see there, at the moment, it's £100. Assuming it's a pure sale. Yeah, it's a pure sale, that. So that may be putting people off. So you never know. I might be able to get that one for a few hundred. So that would be preferable, really, to the red one. Not to the S. Nothing's changed since, 4,800. I've forgotten what that was on before. Well, that's probably what it was on anyway. So yeah, look, I was looking at that one as well. That's the one that's very green. And yeah, I'm not sure about that one. It's, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But my favourite is the S, which probably will go for too much. Don't know, or not reach reserve. But this one is, as I say, it's quite a good one. From a point of view of I've got most of it. I've got a bonnet and I've got a bumper. Well, I've got a lounge bumper, but that don't matter. So I've got a bonnet, I've got a bumper, I've got all the airbags. Windscreen will cost me £140. Good clean up. Front panel I will have to buy. Radiator I've got. Aircon condenser I will probably have to buy. But you know, I know it hasn't got aircon, is it? It's a pop. There's no view under the bonnet because the bonnet, obviously due to the accident, the bonnet probably won't go up, so they have to be jemmied up, because normally they take a picture of like the top of the front panel and into the engine bay, but on this one there isn't one, so it'll be a bit of a punt because we don't really know about those chassis legs, but if I can get it for a really good price, it will be worth it. But we'll see how it goes anyway. But I'm going to be filming all of these auctions today and see what I win and what I don't, and I'll include them all on the video as well. So yeah, so I'll be back in about an hour's time, and we'll go from there. We're into the auction now. It's 10 to 1, so all of these auctions are all going on now. I just wanted to show you this. I just can never get my head around this. So the first one up is it's number 83, so it's the first one that comes up out of those ones that I showed you earlier. The car was 4,800, as you saw before. It's still going to be half an hour or so before the auction comes up, and it's just gone up to 4,850. Why do people do that? Why not wait? All right, if you're going out and you can't bid, possibly, but why sit there with an auction that is half an hour away and just bid an extra 50 quid? What is the point? All you're doing is pushing the price up for whoever wins it, whether that be you or somebody else. Why is it not just at £100 still, or the starting price? I don't understand why people. I know some people have a cheeky little bid on a really cheap car in the hope that they might get it cheap, but when you're bidding a car up, especially, I mean, this one is on especially ones like this one, because this is a pure sale, so whatever this one goes for is what it goes for. Why not bid when the auction starts? Bid live. Maybe someone can answer the question, I don't know, but I just do not understand why people do this. It's very annoying, very, very annoying. So, as I say, it was at 4.8. It's now at 4,850. This is lot number 83. If we go on to the auction, see what number we're at. We're on not one, because it'll catch up. 61. Oh, so we're nearly there now. So probably another 10 minutes and we'll be on it. Very, very frustrating. Anyway, I'll be back within the next few minutes. Nearly there now. Bonus time. 2 more to go. We've got Fiat Panda coming up before it. That's one for you, Al. £100. Look, we'll see that, shall we? We'll see what that one goes for. We'll come back when that one's on. Right, we're on the one before the Fiat Panda, which is on £275. 275 quid. Right, here we go. Oh, going fast and furious. It's going to go for too much. 5,100 at the minute. 5,200, 400, 500, 600, 700. They're going to get bored at 6,000. Oh, 6,000 we are now at 5,900. 6,1. That's going for too much. 6,3. It is a hot lot, isn't it? 6,4. It's going to be too rich for me. I haven't even had a bid yet. 6,4. I'm the new bidder. No, outbid. I'm not bidding anymore. That's as far as I'm going to go on it. It's a shame. God, still going. 6.9. Wow. Too rich for me. 7 grand. Still going strong. Still going. 7.1, 7.2. 7.3, 7.4. Wow, I'm determined. I suppose it is probably worth 12 grand. 11,450 according to Copart. I'd say it's worth more than that. There's not that much work to do on it. 7.7. I didn't think it'd be going for all this amount of money. Seven, 9, 8. Wow. Still going. 8.2, 8.3. It's even gonna end up going for once you add the fees on, it's gonna end up being almost as much as it's worth. It's far too much. Someone's getting carried away with their finger on this. 8.5. It's got to go at bonus time, isn't it? There's so many. I think it's just 2 people that are fighting it out. Oh, new bidders come in at 8.7, 8.8. This is mad. Once you add the fees onto this, it's not going to be much under 9 grand, even as we are. Well, it's going to be over 9 grand. By the time you've repaired what needs repairing, I know there's not much to repair, you've virtually got 8,800. Now it's bonus time. Surely it's not. Come on, let's make it 9 grand. Someone bid. Go on, another 200 quid. 8,800. Looks like it's going to go for. Sold. £8,800. Wow. Wow. Far too much. Okay, it's coming up. The sport is coming up in a minute. It's the next item.
Sold.
Right, here we go. Let's see what happens with this one.
Your watch item is next on the block.
Right, no one else. Oh, bidding yet. 1,550. Let's bid 1,600. Someone's outbid me. We'll bid again. Bid again. 1,800. I'm winning. So that will push it just over the 2,000 mark. Oh. Well, it's going too much. New bidders come in now who's outbidding me. I'm not bidding anymore. It's 2,050 now. It's too much. Yeah, still going. I won't be buying this one then. Starting to run out of options now of cars. I've only got 2 left that I'm bidding on today. 2,150 that went for. Now that was on minimum bid, which it was on before, and as I say, I don't know what it went for before. So we'll see if it comes back yet again. It might do. You never know. Anyway, we'll come back when the other one starts. I think the red one's the next one. Right, this is the car beforehand. This is the red. We're going on the red one now. The red Sport.
Sold.
Right, here we go. Let's see if we can get this one.
Your watch item is next on the block.
So it's at 450. So let's bid 475. This is on reserve, so I probably won't get it even if no one else bids. Doesn't look like anyone else is going to bid.
Sold on approval.
I was the only one that bid. So if he accepts my bid of 475, which I think is highly unlikely, then we've got really cheap car there. Let's hope. Let's see what happens. We've got the next one coming up soon, the white one that's smashed up at the front with the airbags gone as well. That'll be coming up on this same lane, same place. So we'll be back shortly. Again, one before, still at 275.
Sold. Your
Right,
watch
next.
item is next on the block.
Right, here we go. Anyone else going to bid? Well, I will then. I'm winning at £300, and it's a pure sale, this one.
Bonus
Oh,
time.
I don't want no bonus time, get out of it. So this is going to be the cheapest car known to man, I think, if I win this. Well, almost. Yes, £300. Can you believe
New
it?
bidder.
£300. Oh my god. So, this is the end of the video now, you're pleased to know. It's quite a long one, this one. 30 minutes so far before I've uploaded this bit as well. So, I won the white car, as you saw. The red car I won, but it was on reserve. So I've had a call from Copart since winning that one. My winning bid on that was 475. I think 475 was it? I think something like that. Yeah, 475 I think it was. I had Copart call up and say that obviously it fell way below what they expected. They expected 1200. They're willing to negotiate, and they said, what would you do? And I said, I'll pay another £100 at the most. So I've said I'll pay 575. He's going to go back to the seller. He said he may come back with 650, and I said no, not doing 650. 575 is my total. If they don't accept that, then obviously I was the highest bidder, so it will go back on sale again, and we'll have another bid on it, see if we can get it for the same. Eventually they'll realise that they're going to get what they're going to get for it. So that's the end of this video now. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's shown you what you can do on Copart. Winning that car for £300 was amazing. Its total is £411.60, including all the fees. It's going to be delivered probably Monday. What's today? It's Thursday today. It's probably going to be delivered Monday by my normal transport fella, which I shall film it arriving, and then we'll do a walk round on it on the driveway. My new driveway, which has been done for 3 weeks tomorrow. My neighbour, I've got a shared driveway. My neighbour wants to leave it 4 weeks, so she wants to leave it yet another week, which is driving me mad. But hard luck, it's going to be driven onto the drive and down to the garage on Monday, and then we can do a walk round, see what we got, see if any of those chassis tips are damaged. Fingers crossed they're not. Anyway, that's the end of that video for this week. We will be back next week with the car being delivered and the walkthrough, as I said. And yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.